Good afternoon, everybody. Terry here from MMS Enterprises. Just doing a CB review for the new President JFK III. Very impressive radio. Comparable, I guess, to some of the other models that are out there, but far superior in quality build and fit, finish. You can tell just by looking at it. It is just a 40 channel CB, AM only, or I shouldn't say AM only, AM FM, but it doesn't have sideband on it. But anyway, it does have a lot of great features. What I'm going to try to do is go through some of those features with you. First of all, it does fit in the cubby of a, in my case, Kenworth overhead cubby, factory size, Kenworth, Peterbilt, all the ones with the factory size cubby that basically take a Cobra 29 size. It has a USB charging port, which you can see here. It does have automatic squelch, which all the, or most of the President radios do. So you get down to the lower end, which is actually quite handy because it just monitors the squelch from you. Unless you get a very high signal, then it'll cut in. If you don't want that, you just come out, roll the squelch up, and you'll see this ASC gone. Obviously, I'm at a dummy load, so I'm not going to get much noise. There's a little bit. And there's with the automatic squelch on. So that's a great feature to have on these. Excuse me. But as I said, it is AM FM. It does have your noise blanker, A&L, all the rest of that stuff. It does have emergency channels, which you can set up as I do in my truck, because I run gravel pits all the time. So I have two emergency channels set up. One is 21, the other one's 19. So you can preset those just so you don't have to flip through the channels and everything else to find them. And that's handy. It's nice that you get a frequency counter, or frequency display, I should say. The radio does have talk back. It also has Roger beep, so if you're into that, have at her. But and it comes with this electric is what it's called, mic. It's kind of small. It also has channel up down on the top, which is kind of handy. They work very well, but if you decide you want to put a noiseless mic on, then you do have to change a setting, which again, a lot of this stuff that I'm going to show you is available in the manual, obviously. And it is definitely something you should read. Because with the new age of all these electric radios, gone are the days where you can just adjust things with a screwdriver. Everything's done digitally now, on certain models anyways. And in a lot of cases, that's good. But anyways, so let's get into some of the features on it. So if you wanted to, you know, like I've got this set up right now, I think on what's called Cypress as a color. So if you want to go into the menu, you push the F button, short, you get an F key, then you hold it, and you'll see, as we were talking about the mic, you get mic type. So you can go to, if you push, well, and it also times out. So we just learned that. Push the F, and then a long push of the F. So if you wanted to change that, you push emergency, and then up or down. So you see it goes to dynamic or electric. I don't know if you can see that with my big hand in the way. And then just push the F key again, and then you're back out to the main menu. So a short push of the F, long push of the F, and then you use the up-down arrows. So you got your Vox. Now Vox is, it's kind of a cool feature, a strange feature that only President has that I know of. Again, it timed out. But it actually senses your voice. So you can have this microphone strapped to your vest or whatever you want. And that is a level sensing of how loud your voice is. And what that means is that you don't have to push the push to talk button to transmit. it will just automatically transmit as soon as it senses your voice. Useful in some situations, probably not great in noisy situations, but either way, it is there. Again, short push the F, long push the F. Let's see what else we got. PA set. So if you got a PA speaker, you can put that in. This does give you an SWR reading, and it is very handy. Spark light is just, I'll show you that in a bit, but on. That's the ring around here, and it shows some lights in here when you're modulating. So you can go to a factory reset. So here, for instance, your color. So I can skim through here. You can get purple, yellow, clear, I guess, orange, green, blue, and then back to this, which is what I've got it set to. That's what I've got the radio in my truck set to, just for the fact that that's what basically I prefer. And then we're back to dimmer, so you can brighten the radio or dim it down. Contrast, you know, sometimes I guess if you got to focus a little harder. And then you got a noise reduction for your receive, Roger beep, which some people will hate you for, but if you want to turn it on, go for it. Key beep is what you can hear right now. Scan type, you can set this thing up to scan certain channels or scan in a certain way. Again, that's and scan skip. That's something that I'm going to say you're better off to look in the manual for, to see those types of things. Because you follow it step by step, and it makes more sense than me trying to explain it to you. But either way, like I say, you got your A&L, noise blanker. So you push it once, it's off. Push it once, it's A&L, so your automatic noise limiter. Push it again, you get a noise blanker. Push it again, you got both. Push it again, it's off. So very simple. The scan thing works the same way. If you push that button, it'll scan. Along with your emergency channels are down here, and you get your AM FM up here. As for transmitting, you'll see in the background that I do have a meter set up here. Now, you got to remember this is a standard CB. So I've got a 10 watt slug over here, and this is measuring average power. I got a 50 watt slug over here, and this is measuring peak power if I turn it on, which isn't going to be anything crazy, but either way, your dead key, so you're looking at the top scale, is about 3.5 watts. Hello, hello. And your swing, you're going to be looking at the center scale, which goes up to 50. Audio check, audio. So you're hitting about 13 watts, which is pretty standard for a radio like this, I would say. Also, when I'm talking into it right now, you can hear the talkback. One of the cool things that I told you about before, and I forget what they call it now, but when you're transmitting, this red ring comes on. You also get these modulation lights. You can shut all this stuff off if you want, but they're kind of cool. And if you're in receive mode, you'll see the green light comes on. It also does over here if it's a strong signal. So that'll let you know you're receiving. Absolutely fabulous radio for the price. Well built, built like a tank, just like most of President's stuff. Standard 3-prong plug, and just a regular antenna connection. This will just slide in. It's a plug and play. As I say, $219 plus HST here at MMS Enterprises. I would appreciate the business. I am a full line President dealer. I have everything that you would need here for President. I also am a Ranger dealer and Uniden. I've got antennas, microphones, coax, all the rest of that. However, I don't do installs. I'm too old for that. So I just wanted to get that out in front. But there you go. President JFK III. Brand new radio out. Beautiful radio. Also, one thing I should add, this has a front firing speaker. Before I forget. So if you're running an external speaker that you've had to mount somewhere, you can take that out. If your truck has a internal external speaker, there is still a plug on the back, so that won't work. You can just bypass that. Just everything just plugs in. It's all plug and play. Very simple radio. So I hope you found this informative. I enjoy doing this stuff, and I'm here to help you guys. Questions, comments, whatever, send them in. Thanks. We'll talk to you again.